Hi folks, this is David Mason Simpson with DM Simpson, Realtors and Auctioneers. If you're looking for a realtor to list your home, farm, land, or commercial property, we're ready to go to work for you. We'll evaluate your property and then promote it locally, regionally, and nationally. If you've been looking for the service you deserve in the real estate business, call the friendly folks selling Middle Tennessee and beyond at 473-LAND. DM Simpson, Realtors and Auctioneers, serving you since 2007.
Celebrate the holidays with a movie night at your hometown cinema, 3 Star Cinema. There's magic for everyone on the big screen. This holiday season, make every night magical at 3 Star Cinema. Now showing.
Zootopia 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Wicked 2, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, Regretting You.
Call the 24-hour movie line at 473-7600 for showtimes and ratings at 3 Star Cinema, Sparta Road, McMinnville.
Talk Radio WBMC McMinnville, 960 AM and 97.7 FM, WBMCRadio.com.
Talk Radio, WBMC News is next.
Looking for a loan? At Coffee Bank & Trust, we make it happen. From business goals to personal dreams, we specialize in finding a way to get you approved fast. Better listening, better solutions, better banking. Because at Coffee Bank & Trust, we're committed to serving you better. Come home to Coffee Bank & Trust, a division of Coffee County Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 646005. Coffee Bank & Trust. Believe in better.
In the Main Street Journal news, as holiday shopping ramps up, interim DA Matt Colvert is warning Warren County residents to stay alert for a surge in scams and identity theft schemes. Colvert says criminals are increasingly sophisticated, and with just a name, birthday, and social security number, scammers can open accounts, take out loans, or even secure a mortgage in a victim's name. National losses from online fraud hit $16.6 billion last year, and Colvert says the Christmas season creates even more opportunities for theft as shoppers rush to meet holiday deadlines. He notes that small test charges of just $1 or $2 on a debit card often signal a hacker probing for access. Colvert also warns of impersonation scams involving fake law enforcement officers or IRS agents demanding payment, bogus work-from-home job offers designed to steal personal information, and romance scams that have drained victims of life savings. More local news is just a click away at mainstreetjournal.llc. Until next time, I'm Rob Nunley.
Prater's Barbecue has been around for 29 years, smoking our award-winning barbecue, tender beef brisket, or mouth-watering baby back ribs. And don't forget our delicious side dishes. Myself, Gary, and all the Prater staff could not do this without our wonderful and loyal customers. Dine in or carry out, give us a call at 635-2259 to place your order.
Thank you, Warren County.
Call them today for your next catering event. Prater's Barbecue, Highway 55 in Morrison.
I'm Fox 17 Code Red meteorologist Greg Bobis. Cold taking us into the afternoon, but not quite as bad as yesterday. High temperatures will climb their way into the low to middle 30s across the board. Plenty of sunshine today. Overnight tonight, clear sky and temps back into the low 20s. Tomorrow afternoon for your Tuesday, partly cloudy and 51 degrees. We go to 54 on Wednesday. Our next rain chance late Wednesday into Thursday.
I didn't know that the roots of wisdom teeth can lengthen and become entangled around the nerves in the lower jaw. My surgery was more complicated, and I had to reschedule my family vacation.
I had a cyst around my impacted wisdom tooth. I was referred to an OMS to have it removed. I was so worried. I wish I would have taken care of this when I was younger.
Some things get better with age. Your wisdom teeth are not one of them. Visit myoms.org to find an OMS near you.
Hello and welcome to the Monday edition of Behind the Mic right here on 97.7 WBMC, also on 960 WBMC. No, you haven't gone into a time machine or anything like that.
We've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
Have we ever? I'm Jeff Barnes. I'm back. I'm happy to be back here with Main Street Media.
He's back in the saddle again.
Yeah. And it is also true that you can go home again.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. And
John Denver even said it feels good to go home again.
Yes, he does. Feels good to be back home. And you know, it's been an interesting day. Of course, yeah, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Justin Reed.
And I'm yeah.
Let's get the pleasantries out of the way.
Get the pleasantry out of the way. And, you know, filling in for Chad. Chad, you know, taking some time off. He'll be back next week.
He's in the Sunshine State.
Yes, he is. I'm sure. And I'm sure
hope it was warmer there today than it was here.
I'm sure. We had a low of, 11 degrees this morning?
It felt like 4.
Yeah. Thank goodness the wind. If the wind was blowing, can you imagine? Yeah, that would have been
I couldn't weather that storm.
What was that, 2 or 3 winters ago where we had like below
it
zero?
Was terrible.
Even with
terrible.
The windshield. With the windshield.
Right.
So, oh my goodness. So how are you?
Justin Reed here. I'm glad. I guess I'm the guest today. Is that how this works?
I think so.
You're the fill-in host.
I am, and we have some audience
in studio audience. I just received a seated ovation, and that is my second favorite kind of ovation, followed by standing. Yeah. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for the invitation. Glad to have you back.
Well, I appreciate it, and it's amazing how this came about because I was at my old job at the county.
Yep.
And last week we were doing checks. It was last Thursday, and I get a text. Hey, can you do the show? Well, yeah, guys, here's where I've been for the last 2.5 years, a little over. Obviously I've been working in the finance department,
right,
with the county. A little over a year and a half ago, me and Rosie, we got hitched. We got married.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we are not planning on having any children. So
okay, that settles that debate.
Just wanted to get that out of the way. But But I'm like, I'm out of the loop. I don't know what's going on. I've lived a sheltered life. So
he's lived a civilian life.
And a civilian, sheltered, however you want to call it. So I get a hold of the two people that I know very well, you, and also Jay Walker.
Make sure you give his correct title.
That's right.
Member of the Warren County Sports Hall of Fame.
Warren County Sports Hall of Fame.
I'm still his manager, so I'm going to make sure. I get a dime every time you say that.
Okay.
So I want to make sure it gets said right. Christmas is coming.
Yes, it is.
But no, I'm appreciative for the invitation to be here.
I appreciate, and I appreciate you willing to come on.
Well, when you sent the message,
it's been a while since we've done this.
It has been, and when you sent the message, I thought, well, this is going to feel like old times because you and I hosted Town Talk together.
Yeah.
From September of 22 until you left in May of 23, and then I carried it solo until end of the new year. Then I was back on it this year, and you were a guest a lot during my time on Town Talk. You would call in every time we did election something. I thought, well, Jeff Orange knows more about this than I do, so I would just have you come on.
And I did.
And it's very funny when we made the announcement. Of course, we knew internally that you were coming back. And I told you this earlier today, but a lot of people said, well, how do you feel about Jeff coming back? Are you okay with that? Not that it's my call. And I'm like, no, I'm very happy with it. I said, Jeff and I are great. I said, we still talk, but people may not realize it. You and I and Miss Kiva Starkey at the Safley Hollow Weather Center, we talked every morning.
Yeah.
As I was getting ready to do the radio show on Town Talk when it was still across the hallway.
That's right.
So you were still involved. You were still here. You just weren't drawing a paycheck from here. Not that the rest of us are drawing a big one, but you were still here.
Yeah.
And so it's just, and boy, you crack the mic and it's just like riding a bike's what it's looking like. It looks like you're picking up your stead there.
Well, that's what people say. They're like, Jeff, it's just like riding a bike. You're going to be okay. But it's changed. It has changed a lot.
I know you're back across the hallway.
Yeah, we're across the hall.
Physically.
This used to be the old production room where I spent a lot of time.
Right.
Putting shows to.
No, you spent more time, I know, in the little production.
Well, in the little production.
I was like, Jeff's in that one. Don't go in that one. We'll just kind of commandeer the big one.
Kind of bide my time between the two.
But I'm glad to be here.
I appreciate it.
I need to word this carefully. I'm not glad that Chad is gone, but I'm glad that him being gone has afforded us the opportunity to be on the airwaves together.
This was
Is that a nice way of putting that?
I'll take it. 2 weeks ago, I was sitting across from doing the show.
So in 2 weeks, you'll be in my chair. And then 2 weeks after that, because there's only 4 chairs around the table.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking is going to happen here now. I don't know about this.
So we're going to rotate around.
Yep. You go across, then diagonal, and then you leave. That's kind of how that works.
Yeah.
So,
but
welcome back.
But I'm happy to be back. It's been an interesting day. Trying to get reacclimated to everything again, and there's so many upgrades.
And the physical building is different.
It is, yeah.
Than when you were here.
Exactly. And there's people. I found that.
I know. Let me and you will understand when you and I did the morning show. I mean, we were under lockdown still. We didn't open the front door. There weren't enough employees.
Right. Exactly.
And so when they started unlocking it, and like 7:45, 8 o'clock, people started showing up. First couple of weeks, I thought people had broken in the radio station. Because I'm not used to people walking around.
We wasn't.
We never turned the lights on because it was just us, and we made it through.
Yeah. And people, I think we would hear people knocking on the door.
Yep.
And
depending on who it was, we'd go open it.
And it's one of those where it was just kind of like there's only 4 of us.
Yeah.
3, count 3, Anthony was splitting his time between us, Sparta, and CrossFit.
Which he still does.
Mm-hmm. But it didn't leave a lot.
No. But we made it through.
But we did, yeah.
Did you enjoy your time working at the county?
I did. I worked with a lot of great people.
Yep.
And it was one of those that happened so quick about me coming back, even though I gave like a 4-week notice to him. I didn't want to leave him high and dry because there was a lot of stuff I did.
Right, especially end of the year and everything else.
Yeah, and I'm leaving. I left a pretty good time. Things are kind of winding down.
Had you already had the office Christmas party there? Did you already have that?
No, well,
if not, then you didn't leave at the right time.
I didn't leave at the right time.
Okay,
No.
you should have accepted the gift they would have given you, and then said, "Well, I'll see you later."
From what I heard, because you told me today, the county had their Christmas.
Oh, was that the whole county? I thought it was just the office. I tried to stop it. Oh,
that was the whole.
Well, never mind. Congrats to them.
So did I make that? No,
Okay.
I was here.
You could have popped back over.
I probably.
You still
could
know
have.
all the people.
I do.
I doubt they all also left on the same day. If so, we're in trouble.
Yeah, I'll tell you something funny. My old supervisor, I did call her when I got to the radio station.
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey, I left my key fob at home. Could you please unlock the back door?" She got a good kick out of that. So even though I turned all that in back on, I turned all that in on Friday. So.
And you're back, and you're here to stay, right? You're not going to go off and leave me again?
No, I'm not going to leave you.
I don't do good with this separation stuff now.
I'll stay here as long as y'all want me.
Okay.
Because
on the airwaves, we want you till 6 today.
Okay.
And
that's exactly what we're going to do. We are. I'll tell you what.
Tell me what.
We're going to take a break.
You tell me.
And
are we going to bring it back?
When we come back,
okay.
You and I are going to talk about a few things that's going on in the news, some stuff that off of the prep, which I missed.
Yep. Oh, I could tell.
And I love today.
Oh, I could tell.
So more Behind the Mic with me, Jeff Barnes, and Justin Reed here in just a moment.
Have yourself a merry Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock-solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044.
Why don't you head over to Chicken Chef and enjoy a fresh made-to-order meal, or choose from the all-time favorite like the Chicken Nugget Dinner. Stop in for breakfast, order right off the menu with sausage, gravy, fresh homemade biscuits, or try their delicious tenderloin, egg, and cheese biscuit, just to name a few. Whatever your taste buds call for, you're sure to find it at Chicken Chef. They've been serving Warren and surrounding counties for over 40 years. Stop in today, Chicken Chef on the Strip in McMinnville. You can call your order in to go at 473-5020.
With the changing of the seasons, Middle Tennessee is a beautiful place to be. Now is the perfect time to purchase or remodel your home, or to buy that boat, camper, or land you've been looking at. This is Matt Ritchie, loan officer at Security Federal, and I'm here to help make these dreams a reality. So whether you're ready to make a big purchase, invest for retirement, or just establish your credit, come see us at Security Federal. We are the local bank with smiling faces, always happy to help you. See why we are known as the friendliest bank in town. Security Federal, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come on in and see how good it feels.
You'll always be treated right when you arrive at Ed Rogers Chevrolet with the new Chevrolet Am vehicles, plus a great selection of quality used vehicles. At Ed Rogers Chevrolet, there's also an outstanding service department, proud to be family owned for over 50 years.
So come on in and see how good it feels.
Get that great feeling of saving money today at Ed Rogers Chevrolet in Sparta and EdRogersChevy.net.
Isn't it time you invited Arlo into your home this Christmas season? Ben Lomond Connect offers high-definition Arlo doorbell cameras, indoor and outdoor cameras, and even floodlight cameras to help you feel better about protecting your home, kids, pets, and more. Plus, you'll receive only the alerts that matter to you, like package, animal, vehicle, or person detection, and a professional Ben Lomond Connect installation. Pricing starts at only $550 per month. So give the gift of Arlo this Christmas season. Some exclusions may apply.
Make the places you care about more comfortable and energy efficient with TVA Energy Right. It all starts at EnergyRight.com, where you can find everything you need to lower your energy usage for your home or your business. Contact Caney Fork Electric Energy Advisors at 931-473-3116 or go to EnergyRight.com to start living and working more energy efficiently. Caney Fork Electric along with EnergyRight.com for all your energy needs. Brought to you by Caney Fork Electric Cooperative and TVA.
coming back with a little thorough Ravenscroft there.
Also, the
Mean
voice
one,
of Tony the Tiger.
Oh, that's right. Forgot about that.
Great.
Oh, yeah. That was great. Behind the Mic Monday edition here on 97.7 WBMC and 960 WBMC. And we're also on Facebook.
Yes.
On what I'm told, Radio WBMC
Looking at it right now.
97.7 FM. Oh, and
We're there.
We're there.
Right?
Even behind us.
Even behind you.
I like that.
Who are we?
Who are we?
Yeah.
Well, for those that, that are wondering, who is this strange voice on the radio?
There we go. Wait, we just finally quit hearing him on all the commercials just the other
I
day.
know. You just got me off, and then you pulled me back in. I'm Jeff Barnes, Justin Reed.
And this is
Thank
Town
you.
Talk. Wait, no, we already did that show.
Yeah.
Am I thunder? Am I lightning? Wait.
No, that was
still a different one. Okay.
Yeah, that was now you're going back even further. You're going back 5 years on.
Well, I want to jog some people's memories. That's about the only kind of jogging I felt like doing today because it's cold. So I'm going to jog some memories.
There you go.
But I'm glad to be a guest here on Behind the Mic. And Chad, you have changed.
I have. I think I've gotten older.
Taller for certain.
Yeah, taller.
Oh, anywho. What you got in front of you there?
I appreciate you coming on. By the way, Jay Walker. I'm trying to get it right.
Member of the Warren County Sports Hall of Fame.
Jay Walker.
Hey, we both said it. That's 2 dimes.
That was stereo.
That was
I like
great.
that.
Came in both the left and the right speaker. It's a good thing we didn't sneeze. That'd have been bad.
Oh. My favorite thing, and I missed this because there was a lot of good stuff on there.
Raindrops
today.
on roses and whiskers on kittens?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
But in this case, our little prep thing that I
Okay.
used to pull from when we would do Town Talk.
I know there'd be a stack of papers on the printer every morning.
Oh yeah, and you knew who that was from.
It wasn't from me.
It was me. Print.
I still used it. I just pulled them up on my tablet. Go ahead. What you got here?
Well, I got one here. You still have Holly. You and Sarah.
We
have
do. Holly is the Shorky Poo. Yes.
And we had, we had Lola. We recently lost Lola. About 3 months ago. She was a Yorkie Poo, and of course Molly's been gone a little over 4 years. And Molly was a
dog.
Poodle.
Okay.
She was a poodle mix, but I think it wasn't a Shih Tzu. It'll come to me in just a minute. Like I said, it's
a little rusty
hard
at
coming
this.
back.
Yep.
Yeah. But the top 5 things that we do with our pets that prove that they are children.
Okay.
Do you wear a dumb hat at their party?
No, we generally don't throw parties.
It's one of those, we used to.
Because every day with
to
us is a
dress-
celebration.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when they get cold, we put sweaters.
Oh, definitely. Holly loves to wear
Definitely.
clothes.
Yeah. Now, Molly did.
But-
She did not mind you putting on.
Oh, yeah, she loves, especially when she
She
gets
loved it.
cold. She wants to wear something. So she's been wearing shirts a lot lately because it's been cold.
Yeah, and I think that we probably, if Lola was still there, she would probably wear a sweater, even though she probably would not like it.
Right.
But she was.
Oh, Holly will
not the
ask for
type.
it.
Oh, she would ask for
Oh,
it?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
she
really?
knows where they're sitting, and she'll just kind of stare at you and stare at them.
I believe Molly would have done something like that.
Okay.
Would you push them in a stroller?
No.
No, we wouldn't do that.
That's a little much,
That is
Jeff.
a little much. That is a little much. When I saw that, I thought, no,
Right.
we would never do that. And I don't think they would stay in it.
Well, that's another. Although they do make pet carriers that you zip them in, kind of like a mesh. So that may be what they're talking about, or they would jump out.
Could be.
And jump all over the place there. But
Peekapoo.
Oh, there
That's
you go.
That Pekingese and a poodle.
Sarah had a peekapoo.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Rosie.
Do you spend time with them instead of the spouse?
No, it's a family thing.
It is
we
a
all play
family
together.
thing. We all had family time, and they loved it.
Okay.
They spent, and of course Lola and Molly, they spent a lot of time with me.
Right. Because you would take them, if I remember right, every Saturday to the bank?
Every Saturday.
Put the trash in the bank. Right.
Yeah.
Say, I remember these things.
Yeah.
It's like we did a show together.
That's right.
Imagine that.
And that was one of the things we look forward to.
Yep.
And how about put booties on them when it snows?
No.
Now here's the thing. Molly would just run out in the snow. She would bury her face in the snow.
Okay.
Lola was the diva of the
Okay.
bunch, but I don't think she would want booties.
See,
on
Holly
there
does.
she was the type that if she put her paw in the if it had rained, she put her paw in there. It's like, okay, not today, not having it. Walking
Holly
right
doesn't
back.
like to put stuff on her feet, and also she loves the snow until all of a sudden she's done with the snow. She has a breaking point, but we never know where it is. It shows up.
Right.
But yeah, no, booties is that's a little much there.
That is, yeah. How about dressing them up for Halloween?
We have tried costumes before, but she just thought it was just a shirt, so she didn't really know it was Halloween per se.
Yeah, we
You
did.
know.
I think we did that. Like I said, Molly loved to participate.
Yep.
Lola was just kind of like, yeah,
Okay.
it was like even though she was the youngest, she acted like the grown up.
Okay.
Put barrettes in their hair.
Nah.
I don't think that was ever done with them.
Okay.
Unless we were unless
You were bored.
Unless one of the grandkids was playing.
Oh,
around,
now that could be.
And they put one in there and said, "Hey, look."
But that wasn't to fit into our list.
Well, true.
Okay.
Do you baby talk them?
Depends.
With Holly, do you?
Depends. Do you or did you?
No, we didn't. I don't think I did.
She responds sometimes better to the higher pitched.
Yeah.
So
and she loved to. Well, here's the thing: her and Molly, they could spell.
They could spell.
Well, it's one of those you try to
Did you put them in a spelling
something
bee?
behind them. No, but you try to slip something around them so they don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
One time they were coming to us and they were just kind of looking at us, and Rosie said, "I think they want FOOD."
Yeah.
Well,
and they knew what that meant.
They knew what
they
that
knew
meant.
what
They're
that meant.
Jumping up and down.
Oh, dear.
Like, oh,
you spelled the magic word.
Spelled it. Magic
Okay.
happened. They're like, that's exactly
okay.
And so, but it was just, or do you want to go OUT?
Right. And they would know.
She needed, and especially if they wanted to, And I'll tell you about, we talked about, Lola wanting to go with me.
Right. Oh, everywhere.
For trash on Saturday. She would literally, she knew when it was Saturday.
These
and
dogs
she
funny.
followed it. She followed me everywhere I went.
Right.
She was afraid I was going to leave her.
Oh, me.
So she followed me. She knew it was Saturday.
See, Holly knows because Saturday's the only day I don't have to immediately get up, put my feet on the floor, and go and do stuff as I hit the microphone.
Right.
And so she'll know, and she's like, "All right, you need to get up now. So you need to get up now."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do you use them on your screensaver?
No, I don't. Do you?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah. I mean, I probably could have, but
right. Well, yeah, you still physically can.
You still, yeah. We still got pictures, and
well,
if we wanted to, we could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one. If they've been bad, put them in the garage.
Oh no, we don't do that.
No, we don't do. No. Well, number one, we don't have a garage.
Well, that's probably a good thing you didn't put them out there.
No. One thing, it was like, Molly was the rambunctious, adventurous one of the bunch.
Okay.
And she'd get in a little trouble, and we would have a gate to the utility room. Well, they couldn't get that gate open, so we put them in there. Well, Lola just automatically, she's just going in, she's sitting.
Right.
Because it's like guilt by association.
Yeah. Well, see, Holly would know when she's done something wrong. She'll just come tell you. She'll tell on herself. Yeah. Hey, I did something I shouldn't have done. And so there's no need to fuss at that.
Right. Yeah. It would be like 5 minutes, but the whole time Molly was just like,
okay.
just mad.
Okay.
Just mad. Just like, here we are, we could be sitting on the couch and I'll turn around and just wave at her and she'd just get mad again and she'd start barking really, really loud.
Okay.
So I love that part. So that's,
right.
That's some of the,
I have a bone
things.
to pick with you, Mr. Jeff Barnes, who newly rejoined Main Street Media, LLC.
Right.
And I'm going to call in member of the Warren County Sports Hall of Fame, Jay Walker, who's in the studio audience. Memory recalls that he said the top 5 things that we do, treating our pets as family or something along that verbiage. But I remember you saying the top 5. Your Honor, roll the court back. And I'm not good at math, which is why I'm in radio. But you used to be the person that looked at the checks for the county, and I definitely counted more than 5 things on your list.
There was more than 5 on the list there.
Maybe he left the county because they were about to get him. I don't know. I'm sitting here going, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Oh, okay.
We got a little bit more on there.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep you honest here.
Okay.
A clean slate here.
Well, I appreciate it.
That's why listeners of the Justin Reed Show just know that we just don't do math live on the air because it's just not beneficial for anybody involved.
Now, see, I get away from the county, and what happens? I can't do math.
Can't do math, which is a problem because you're really good at math. That's why we worked well together because I could just give you numbers and you could just tell me percentage and average and I ain't doing it.
And just add it up and just quickly tell you right there.
Okay.
But
apparently I'm sliding out of here.
You are, and thank you so much.
You're very welcome
for coming in and being a guest.
Glad to do it. You can catch the good news with Justin Reed every Friday right here on WBMC at this same time at 5:00.
All right, and I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Promoting
back.
That. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you being with me.
I'm going to sub out to a Hall of Famer.
All right. Speaking of Hall of Famer, Warren County Sports Hall of Fame member Jay Walker. He's going to be our guest as Behind the Mic continues.
Glisten and children listen.
Talk Radio WBMC News is next.
I'm Tim Hitchcock, inviting you to join me every Tuesday at 5 for Hey Hey Hitchcock, proudly presented by Farm Credit Mid-America. We're talking everything green, from backyard gardening tips to big ag insights. Plus, special guests from right here in the nursery capital of the world. Tune in on 97.7 WBMC every Tuesday at 5 or catch us streaming live on Facebook. Also available on YouTube.
In the Main Street Journal News, as holiday shopping ramps up, Interim DA Matt Colvert is warning Warren County residents to stay alert for a surge in scams and identity theft schemes. Colvert says criminals are increasingly sophisticated, and with just a name, birthday, and social security number, scammers can open accounts, take out loans, or even secure a mortgage in a victim's name. National losses from online fraud hit $16.6 billion last year, and Colvert says the Christmas season creates even more opportunities for theft as shoppers rush to meet holiday deadlines. He notes that small test charges of just $1 or $2 on a debit card often signal a hacker probing for access. Colvert also warns of impersonation scams involving fake law enforcement officers or IRS agents demanding payment, bogus work-from-home job offers designed to steal personal information, and romance scams that have drained victims of life savings. More local news is just a click away at mainstreetjournal.llc. Until next time, I'm Rob Nunley.
This weather is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas River Park Hospital.
Ascension St. Thomas River Park is here to listen to you because caring for you is our #1 priority. Ascension care teams start by understanding you, your health, and your life to deliver care that's right for you. Now offering cardiac CT angiography services, a non-invasive cardiac exam that looks at the blood vessels that supply blood to the heart and can detect if plaque has narrowed the coronary arteries. The compassionate, personalized care you've come to expect is right here in McMinnville. We're more than just a hospital, ER, and a clinic. We want to give you hope, health, and strength.
I'm Fox 17 Code Red meteorologist Greg Bobis. Cold taking us into the afternoon, but not quite as bad as yesterday. High temperatures will climb their way into the low to middle 30s across the board. Plenty of sunshine today. Overnight tonight, clear sky and temps back into the low 20s. Tomorrow afternoon for your Tuesday, partly cloudy and 51 degrees. We go to 54 on Wednesday. Our next rain chance late Wednesday into Thursday.
It is Behind the Mic right here on 97.7 WBMC, also on 960 AM WBMC, and we're on Facebook as well. If you want to check us out, Radio WBMC 97.7 FM. I'm Jeff Harns filling in for Chad Graves. Happy to have Warren County Sports Hall of Famer Jay Walker. Jay, thank you so much for coming on.
Well, thanks for the invite. Appreciate it.
Well, we've done this before. Jay and I were talking about after, before we went on. If you was watching us on Facebook Live, Jay and I used to have a show on WAKI, and it was in 2003. I think it was late 2003. And we did it up until, I think, 2008. That's when our jobs kind of started changing a little bit around here. We were under the Clear Channel blanket.
Yeah, Clear Channel kind of took over and changed some things.
Yeah, and I loved the show, and because one of the things because we were going to do this show. And we didn't know what it was going to be like.
Yeah, Cookeville was our regional office.
Yes.
And they wanted us to do the show, but they wanted it to be like a show they had at the Cookeville station.
Yes.
And it was boring.
Yeah.
It was a talk show, and it was boring. I mean, you'd have one day legal, and the next day medical, the next day Social Security, the next day something else. And it was those topics can be covered, but this was a boring show.
Yeah.
And so we asked them, we said, can we do things our way for 1 month? And if it doesn't work out, we'll do things your way. They said, okay.
Yeah. And it took a little convincing because I thought Marty was really going to be standing firm on this. Yeah. And there is no way that he is going to deviate from this because poor, I can't, his name is, I can't recall his name,
well,
but
probably best we don't.
It was,
he was a good guy.
He was great. Yeah, he was great. Nothing against him, but they had an alderman from Cookeville in, and so obviously it got off to a great start, and I thought, okay, well, this is interesting. Well, they covered pretty much everything from what's been going on in 7 minutes. It was a 30-minute segment, and they were fishing. He was fishing for questions. And I remember sitting there, and I think Duke was there, and I'm thinking, oh, my gosh, what in the world? And I thought, I thought me and you could do a little bit better. We can do this. We can do this. I mean, we started mapping out a show together.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great, and still had guests.
Yeah, and we had we had the mayor after every board meeting.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have the mayor on, which was twice a month. We'd have the county executive on after the county commission meetings. They had their own theme songs.
Yes.
Remember John Pelham had Big Bad John?
Big Bad John. And how about whenever Kenneth Rogers was our county executive?
Mr. Rogers'
neighborhood. That was great.
But everybody had their – but we had other guests on. I mean, if there was something of local interest going on, sure, we would have somebody local on in person in the studio. But we had a lot of interesting phone interviews from celebrities, athletes, wrestlers. Governor Bredesen, interviewed him a couple of times.
And I talked with Chad. Our biggest one that I think put us on the map was John Kerry.
Yes. We worked a long time to get that.
Yeah.
And the morning of the Tennessee primary, he was at the Peabody in Memphis,
mm-hmm.
and he called in, and we had him on live.
Yeah.
And that was the start. That's when we decided, well, let's ask these people. All I can do is say no.
Right.
And so we started, and it got to where if anybody was writing a book, any celebrity was writing a book,
yes.
well, they're not going to turn down a chance to plug their book.
Right.
So we had, I remember Marv Levy, old coach of the Buffalo Bills.
Right.
He was great. One that I worked on for a long time, Dick Enberg, one of my favorite TV broadcasters. He called us from the Final Four in California.
Oh yeah, that was wonderful.
But we had some great guests. That's John Cena, who just retired.
Well, and I talked to Chad, and if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this one. When we got John Cena, now he's a big name today.
Yeah.
But back then, and I think we got him in either March or April of 2004, it was his first WrestleMania. And we got to turn in a few names that we wanted to, World Wrestling Entertainment. They had just changed it, I think, to WWE. And we turned in 5, and we're like, if we can get any one of those 5, that would be wonderful. But we didn't get any of the 5, but they gave us John Cena. And I thought, John was an upcoming star.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, well, I think we can do it. And he wound up being a great interview.
It was a good interview. We had Kurt Angle on later.
Yeah, Kurt Angle. Yeah.
Of course, we had Handsome Jimmy Valiant.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Handsome Jimmy.
He sounded wild on the interview. Did a liner for us where he was going into his trick, going into his stuff. But then I met him at the mall a few years ago. I was amazed at how soft-spoken he was.
Oh, yeah.
But we had Squiggy, Lenny and Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah,
he passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, we had Squiggy on. He was talking about being he was a scout for the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah, and he had MS. Yeah. He talked about that and wrote a book about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we had a lot of great.
We had a lot of great.
It was a fun show.
And of course, Jay and I, we go back a long. We go back. Hard to believe, almost 40 years.
Yeah, the mid '80s.
Yeah, the mid '80s.
I came along right before Thurl took over, and then you came a little bit after that.
A little bit, yeah.
And I can remember doing an air shift as a DJ in the old 104 FM 104 next door.
Right.
And I remember you sitting there watching me work, and we would talk.
Right. Yeah.
And you were so soft-spoken, I had to turn the music down to hear you. Yeah.
And still soft-spoken nowadays.
Yeah. But, of course, later on we did a lot of ball games. I took over from Earl Dugan. He was the voice of the Pioneers for probably about 17, 18 years.
Oh, I think he told me from 78. From 1978 till about 95.
And then spring of 95, on Tuesday nights, I would have to do the ball games on Tuesday because he would be taking classes, getting ready for his new career, where he was actually going to make some money. He can get out of radio and make some money. So I did the games. You would join me on those Tuesday games, and he'd be back on Friday to do the Friday games, but worked with him for 4 years. So actually, this is my 35th year on the basketball broadcast.
Count those years with Earl. Yeah. 35 years.
The first few years were at the Civic Center, which is now the Milner Center.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, it's hard to believe. Sometimes that feels like yesterday.
Yeah, and he would do something that. We had a little routine. He'd do start the pregame coverage, and I would go get me a pizza or something, or a hot dog or something. I'd sit there while he's doing all the pregame, and it never failed. I'd have a mouthful. He'd turn to me and say, "So, Jay, what are going to be the keys to a Pioneer win tonight?" And I'm sitting there, So I had to watch him.
That's one of those, we knew Earl had kind of a little bit of a dark side. He'd wait till you get something to eat. I think he did that to me one time.
He was bad about that. But I kind of did that to, I've been Anthony. No, I don't know. Maybe the one before Anthony, our board op.
I could have been Dave.
He had to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
He had to go.
Yes.
He said, don't take any breaks because we're during a commercial break. He said, don't take another commercial break till I've had plenty of time to go to the bathroom.
This is okay. This is great. This is great.
So we get back, and after just a couple of minutes, I say, well, another timeout's being called, so let's step away. And then, oh, wait, they're not calling timeout.
And then whenever the next timeout came, they were getting blasted. But he was like, I was halfway up the hall. And of course, the bathroom was, quite a way down. It was way down the hall, and so I think you timed that perfect. You kind of sit there and kind of waited to think about where David and he was halfway down the hall, and you timed it perfect.
Yeah, I think I saw Earl do that one time too. If I'm not mistaken.
He probably.
That's back when we had board ops. Now, now I trigger all the commercials from where I'm sitting at the gymnasium. So
it's amazing. It is. Now everything is. It's amazing what it's gone from, and and now you can control on a laptop.
Yeah,
it'd been nice if we got that in 2008.
Oh yeah.
When we started doing it by phone, using our phone to fire commercials, it would have been nice to have a laptop to watch that.
Yeah,
that would have been wonderful. Well, Jay, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We'll talk a little bit more. I'm Jeff Barnes filling in for Chad Graves here on Behind the Mic on 97.7 WBMC and 960 AM WBMC, and on Facebook, Radio WBMC 97.7 FM.
And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows.
This holiday season, give the coffee lover in your life a gift that warms the heart. A coffee lover gift bundle from the cafe at Tree City. Each festive bundle is filled with local Rusty Bucket coffee, a Tree City Cafe tumbler that gets you coffee discounts all year, plus a holiday scented candle and a gift card for the cafe, all ready to place under the tree. It's a $75 value for only $49.99. Visit the cafe, located in the Inn at Tree City on Sparta Street, and pick up your coffee lover gift bundle today before they're gone.
This season, let's fill a Ford and fill some hearts. Main Street Media is teaming up with Reddick Brown Ford, Warren County EMS, and the Warren County Emergency Food Bank to help local families in need.
Drop off canned goods and non-perishable food at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison.
Or fill a Ford at our studios in McMinnville.
This is Helen Owens with the Warren County Emergency Food Bank. Our shelves are low, and there are families that need food every day. Your donation stays right here in Warren County, feeding neighbors, seniors, and kids who need it most. Will you help?
Let's do it together. Help us fill a Ford and feed the county.
Bring non-perishable items to Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, or by our Main Street Media Studios on West Colville Street. You can also donate financially by visiting the food bank on Sparta Street, or by donating to the food bank account at First National Bank. Let's help provide food for families in need this holiday season.
If you've been waiting for the perfect time to buy a new Ford truck, that time is now. At Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, get 0% financing for 60 months on a brand new Ford F-150, including the STX, XLT, and Lariat models. That's right. No interest, 5 years, brand new truck. And many of our F-150s are priced at $1 over invoice. These deals won't last long, so get behind the wheel of America's best-selling truck today. So make that short drive down to Highway 55 to Reddick Brown Ford, where your new Ford is waiting.
It's time for some more great weekly specials from our friends at Warehouse Discount Groceries. Now listen to these. U.S. #1 Jumbo Idaho Russet Potatoes, 8-pound bag, $3.99. Pepsi Mountain Dew Starry 24-pack cans, just $10.99. Del Monte Vegetables, 13 to 15 ounce, 5 for $5. And Pillsbury Cake Mix, 15 ounce, just 99 cents. All these great deals and more from our friends at Warehouse Discount Groceries, 835 Smithville Highway on the Strip.
Celebrate the holidays with a movie night at your hometown cinema, 3 Star Cinema. There's magic for everyone on the big screen. This holiday season, make every night magical at 3 Star Cinema. Now showing.
Zootopia 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Wicked 2, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, Regretting You.
Call the 24-hour movie line at 473-7600 for showtimes and ratings at 3 Star Cinema, Sparta Road, McMinnville.
Coming back with a nice little Burl Ives classic, Holly Jolly Christmas.
Yeah.
It is Behind the Mic Monday edition here on 97.7 WBMC, 960 WBMC AM, radio WBMC 97.7 FM. That's where you can catch us on Facebook. I'm Jeff Barnes filling in for Chad Grace. Glad to be back. Jay Walker, Warren County Sports Hall of Famer, our guest this segment. And we've been sharing some stories. We'll talk about sports in a minute, but Jay, recently we had the parade a little over a week ago, and you got to be Grand Marshal.
I tell you, what an honor! Something I never dreamed of. They call me. Renee called me from the Milner Center,
right?
And I saw that he said he's from the Parks and Recreation. I thought, well, he wants to talk to me about maybe being in a pickleball tournament or something. But he, asked me, would I be the Grand Marshal? I was blown away, and it was so much fun. And, a lot of it for me was watching my wife have so much fun, waving to the crowd and her friends yelling at her. And, it was just a lot of fun seeing the smiles on everybody's faces. And for a few minutes, everybody was away from politics, away from stuff that would drag them down. They were out downtown McMinnville and enjoying the Christmas parade, enjoying each other's company. That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah, and it was. I thought it was a great parade. One of the biggest. Yeah. More floats than they've had in just a few years, and it was hard to judge. It was hard to judge. Trying to figure out who's got the best, because everybody, there was a lot of them out there that was really, really good.
Yeah. I got to watch it on Ben Lomond after I got home because I couldn't see it, obviously. But, it was a good parade.
And I think Brian and Karen was doing the MCing from just around the Park Theater.
You'd have thought they were Lauren Green and Betty White. They were.
Wow, you
did a good job.
You really went back
I go
on
way
that
back.
one, didn't you?
Yeah, I go way back.
And I got to ride with Chad. That was it was totally unexpected.
Yeah.
He asked me if I would, ride with him, and
I didn't know we had that vehicle.
Oh, if I'm not mistaken, that's the old mix ride. I think.
Oh, is it?
I think it is. And I thought, my first thought was, wow, they got it running. Because for years, it wasn't running for a while. But that was that was great. A lot of people saying, hey, glad you're back, you're back. I heard that a lot, and that was great. I enjoyed that. Sports. You wrapped up football, and Pioneers had a winning season, which was great. You got we talk about being the Grand Marshal of the parade, but it kind of started before that.
Yeah. Well, it was they brought me the coach brought me the game ball from the bowl game. That was an honor.
Wow.
I appreciated that.
Yeah.
It was nice. It's nice getting the attention, but I think it just speaks to how important sports on the radio is to Warren County, and has been ever since before consolidation. Sports has been on the radio in Warren County way before you or I came along.
Exactly. Yeah. So, Tolly Wayne.
Yeah.
He did it. He did it for many years, and then here comes Earl Dugan.
Yeah. Earl did it for a long time. I had the privilege of working with Tolly for a couple of basketball games. He was very well versed in doing basketball.
Yeah.
Clinton Nichols did a couple of games with him. That's going way back.
Boy, you are. Yeah, that was in 1986.
Might have been.
I think it was 86, 87 season.
Yeah. So we go way back. I was doing games before I started with WAKI.
Mm-hmm.
Started that in '95. But I did some games in the '80s.
Mm-hmm.
Worked with Jeff Edwards some.
Oh, that's
basketball.
right. Yeah.
Worked in Sparta before that, in early to mid '80s. Did some games in Sparta. So, it's always been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And something I've enjoyed, and something I will miss. but time to let it go sometime. We're still got basketball this season.
Yeah, and you still got baseball. You still got
baseball,
softball,
softball,
girls flag
football. That was a lot of fun last year. It only takes about an hour to play a game.
Yeah, that's true, and that's one thing I found out. We're doing games for DTC down in Alexandria. One of the things that we did was not only the junior pro and senior pro championships, but they had the flag football, and it was the younger kids. I think it was the 9 and 10-year-olds. So I had to learn how flag football is done because it's a lot shorter field and it's only like 50 yards. So I think it's just 50 yards or something like that. And then you had to say you couldn't say 1st and 10. You had to say 1st and 20 because you got to get 20 yards for a first down on that one.
And you can't. There's no blocking. So it can't be too physical. Although it does get a little physical out there. I've seen some pretty hard hits out there, but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of action. It moves fast.
It does.
So we thought last year when we scheduled our broadcast sports schedule, we thought, well, we might do one flag football game to make them happy.
Yeah.
But then we got up there, saw how much fun that was. We got to do some more. We talked to Chad. Chad said absolutely. And so we ended up doing a lot of flag football games and even did their postseason game in Sparta.
Oh, wow.
So and hey, we do it again if we need to, But, we just did more softball this last year. And, Coach Scooby Martin's always good to work with, always has his team ready. And, of course, baseball, we've done that for a lot of years.
Yeah, going back to the mid-90s.
Started in about 98, I think, when they went to the state.
Yeah, the state was in, I think, Tullahoma that year.
Yep, it sure was. We started with the region championship game in Tullahoma. And then I think we had sub-state here, maybe against Bradley.
Against Bradley. Yeah, we had Bradley.
Yeah, so it goes way back. Even remember the baseball game where Tommy Lasorda showed up?
Never forget that when he was here to see Jeremy Slayton, who played for Oakland.
Yeah.
And we were playing the Oakland Patriots, and there wasn't a lot of people there. But I remember when we were setting up outside, and I said, "Boy, that guy's a good spitting image of Tommy Lasorda." And then come to turn out, it was.
Somebody came up to us right before we went on the air and said, "Did you see Lasorda?" I thought he meant a TV show that he was on. Yeah. I said, "What was he on?" He said, "He's standing right over there." And I looked over there, he was.
And I remember I asked him if he could come over in the third inning and talk with us, and he said absolutely. And so Tommy was great. He was great.
He came over. A little. He was interesting. And after I kept him for about an inning.
Mm-hmm.
And funny thing is, we announced when we went on the air, "Hey, guess who's here? Tommy Lasorda's here at the game." Everybody starts showing up with baseballs for him to sign.
It was amazing. Like I said, there was hardly anybody there, and then all of a sudden, here comes a carload. They were coming over the field.
Yeah,
and they were coming from everywhere.
They were coming from the Civic Center where their kids were playing ball. They would leave. Parents would leave and go take a baseball to get signed by Tom Lasorda.
Oh, that was great.
And he went on with us for about an inning.
Yes,
and signed my scorecard for me.
I remember.
But
that.
afterwards, I remember getting home and thinking, I could have asked him this or I should have asked him that. And I would think of all these questions I wished I had asked him. But at the time, I'm so nervous. Yeah. I'm excited, but I'm nervous and I'm a little bit intimidated because here I am talking baseball with a guy that knows more baseball than anybody in the world. Yeah. And that was a highlight. That remains a highlight in my career. That was fun.
And I thought what was funny was I think Coach Mack was not going to play Jeremy.
Yeah,
that game.
That's right. I think he pinch hit.
And they thought, well, I think Tommy had told him. He said, "You better put him in because he's the reason that he came to watch him."
Yeah.
And I remember Jeremy hit a foul ball that went all the way to the Hickory Creek School parking lot.
I remember I've been the game before that. He hit a home run that still hasn't come down yet at Hickory Creek.
Yeah, I think it's in Belgium right now. I think it's still
he
flying.
He liked playing Warren County. I remember we went to Oakland. He hit 2 against us at Oakland. He would eventually sign with Georgia Tech, and I think eventually with Pittsburgh Pirates. I don't know if he ever made it to the majors because I think he got hurt.
Yeah,
but we've seen some good athletes come through.
Yeah, we sure have, and especially, but that's the big highlight was Tommy Lasorda.
Oh yeah.
Well, Jay, it's almost it's hard to believe that an hour can go very, very quickly. But but I appreciate you coming in.
Well, thank you very much. I've enjoyed it.
And this is my first day back, first show back, and so I'm Jeff Arns. Jay Walker, been our guest on this segment. I've enjoyed filling in here on Behind the Mic, here on 97.7 WBMC, 960 WBMC AM, and Radio WBMC 97.7 FM on Facebook. Chad will be back next Wednesday, everyone, next Monday, I should say. Not next Wednesday, but next Monday for Behind the Mic. Until then, everyone have a great evening.
Happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the